Geraldine, hi, nice to meet you. How can I help you before we get all the people here? What are you looking for help with? Because that's what we're here to do, is trying to get help. Well, I need help. With what? What's the problem you're trying to solve? We all need help, but mortgage behind. Okay, first thing, Geraldine, what you want to do is go over to Unlock My Goals. It's a tab on the left-hand side for Unlock My Goals. And you'll see there for bills and rent and mortgage, it's obvious because there's only about 6 there. So click on that and follow the instructions who to call where you live. Okay, there's a lot of people that you have to start calling in order to get out of this problem. It's not going to happen yourself, and you have to do the effort. Now, you gave me your website, and that's helpful because I could maybe help you a little more with that. If that doesn't work, and everything may or may not work, and that's the key about everything in life. So it's 33027. So another place is you go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. You go to that website, put in your zip code, 33027. Okay? And then you'll see, then when that comes up, it says there's 2,824 programs in Hollywood, Florida. Okay, so you want mortgage. People to help you with mortgage. Okay, now, here's where the work comes, okay? There's 79 organizations that help you with mortgage. And when you you have to contact them. They're not gonna contact you. They never will, because they give information and help for free. So they don't have money to do marketing and find you. You have to find them. But again, when you find one person, unless you think is really good, you keep finding other people too, because you may not have the best, that's for you. Okay, here's that link and Find Help. So you have 2 places to start. You go to Unlock My Goals. I am so bad with it. That's okay. All you have to do is know how to talk on the phone. That's the only thing you have to know. Because here, we're giving you sources, and you call them up and ask them for help. And that's all you have to do. And people are afraid to call the government, but you shouldn't be. Now, also, for people that are watching me on TikTok and YouTube, today is the last day to apply for one-on-one help from our service, which is a community of 15,000 people now that help each other get grants. Okay, it's called Let's Go Help, but this is, if you want to try us, we have a special offer that ends tonight where you could try us for 5 days for $1. Okay, you could try us for 5 days for $1 to get one-on-one personal help to apply to every program that you're eligible for. And there's over 600,000 programs, and they give out over $18,000 to everybody in America, anybody. And some get more, some get less. That's an average. Do you know Strip Tarot? I don't think so. My husband followed you since like 5 years ago. Oh, I've been doing this for 50 years, but it seems even more difficult to use the app to find the grant you might work for me. Now, I paid $1, so where do I start? Okay, David, here's where you start. You have to tell us what you want money for. Because there's 600,000 programs. And what we do is point you to where you live. You start inquiring. You have to do the work, but you can't, I don't understand how people can find it without us, because otherwise you're going to go to Google and you'll get 200 million websites, and hardly none of them will give you money. We only show you websites that give you money. And that's the key that we do. And you get one-on-one help continually. You could ask us for 100 questions a day. Okay, David, what do you need money for? David, I want money for the cannabis grant advertised in your promotion. Okay, that is at a state office. Okay, and I put that. I think it's in. I just in the chat. I just put in the states that have the grant. So it's not in every state, okay? So let me get that for you. This is a report that shows you the states that have grants, okay, for cannabis, okay? But now what you want to do, if you want to start a business with cannabis or anything else, you have to get free help. Free help. You need a person to sit down with you and think through about how you're going to do this, because you can't go just get money and do it. You have to have a little more background on what you need, how you're going to fulfill that, and things like that. And that is available. So you could get one-on-one help. So is the person to contact for the one help. Okay, here's where a good place to start. There's lots of places to start to get one-on-one help, David, but here's the best place I think to start. americassbdc.org. See, every program I give you will be either a .org or a .gov. So that's a nonprofit, or which is org, or a gov, which is the government. So you have to contact those. And then again, if you need more help, there's lots. But first start with that. The other thing you can do is see, make that appointment with America's SBDC. So I gave you the link here of the cannabis grants there are for people who want to start cannabis. But don't forget, even if your state doesn't have a grant, they still will help you start a business, a cannabis business if it's legal. So there's all kind of help, even if they don't have money. It doesn't matter. And you could start things, get into the business without money. There's ways to do that if you're creative and you investigate possibilities. They don't from what you know now. We're all, trapped to our own brain. When in fact, there's so much more out there for you to do and how to do it. And that's what's important. Matthew, can I have one-on-one with you? Well, you have it now. What do you want help with, Geraldine? I think I just gave it to you. I need money for home repair for seniors. Okay, Florence, that's very important. And it's a lot of, in general, seniors and in general to start a business. As a veteran, and get a property for business. Okay, first start with your home repair. Okay, I'm just desperate and I don't want to lose my house. Okay, the people I'm telling you to call, you have to call them. I don't have money to give you to do this. The people I'm giving you have money to solve your problem, but you have to do the calling, and everyone does it. I received a letter for my mortgage, okay? Then don't hesitate. See, on the tab on the side that says unlock my goals, you have to call them, okay? But can you send me the link? I sent it up to you initially, Geraldine. Let's see. Did that? Are you in Florida? Okay. Hollywood, Florida area, is that where you are, Geraldine? Okay, I put it up there. Here it is again. Here are the places that help people, nonprofit organizations that help people with mortgages. And look on the left-hand side of our of the website here, and what you want to do is look for something called Unlock My Goals, and that's who you want to look at the item for bills and paying your debt, things like that. And you have to start calling people. You have to start calling people, but you don't talk to anybody in Google. You only talk to people that are in .gov, G-O-V, or .org. And they're the people that are going to help you, okay? And that's all. And people listening to me, today this is the last day of our sale we have. We have a grant sale, okay? And for $1, you get 5 days of unlimited free help. And then plus, we have people every day. We have 3, 4, 5 hours a day of people who are live to help point you to where to go. So when you go and you can't get help for some reason, you come back and we give you more sources. And that's how you solve a problem. You don't solve a problem by calling one organization and they can't help you. You'll never get anything done that way, okay? So that's why you have to keep going at it. Oh God, why did I get removed? These robots are terrible. Okay, Geraldine, okay, but where to unlock my goals? That's on the website where you're looking. I mean, you're on Let's Go Help 2, right? So over on the left-hand side of Let's Go Help 2, there is a tab that's called Unlock My Goals, okay? And that's what you want, okay? And it's all there, okay? Can you see it yet? Okay. Well, okay, but I sent you the list too from Find Help of all, there's like 57, did I say, organizations, 79 organizations where you live that help people with mortgages. And what you have to do is start calling each one of them. You have to keep calling. Is there a grant to put a down payment first-time home buyer? Yes, Jocelyn, we have that all set up for you. Again, if you go on the left-hand side and see Unlock My Goals, okay? And you want to go there to Unlock My Goals, and you'll see one for buying a home. Geraldine has just posted the link to unlock your goals. Oh, good. Oh, good. Where did you do that? Megan did it. Okay. Megan has the link to unlock your goals. Thank you, Megan. That's good. Yeah, it's you getting on the phone. Okay, I will been calling some, unfortunately. I will. Okay, gentlemen, I hope that means you're going to call them. You have to call. And you may have to make 20 phone calls. But you're going to lose your house. You can make 100, right? A hyperlink was sent yesterday for the May 20,000 giveaway. But May 4th has passed. Is this the giveaway still active? Well, all the giveaways we have, Ruby, are on the left-hand side. We have a listing of all our grants there. Okay, can you see that on the left-hand side? So they're all the active grants. We have, the next one is for the 30th. So the 20th, $20,000 giveaway. Now this is the 25th. So we had one we closed on the 20th. The next one is the 30th, where we give out 30 laptop computers. Then on the 4th, we have another grant. I forget what that is, $15,000 or $20,000 there that we're giving out. And then on the 15th and the 20th, so there's 4 every month, okay? But June 4th, if May 4th isn't there, on the left-hand side, June 4th should be there. Thanks, but more important is that you apply to government ones. Ours is peanuts compared to what's available in the government. Hey, this is Lamont. I just sent an email to your support email just following up. Well, they probably have, what's the problem, Lamont? Maybe, if it's something to do with your bill and things like that, yeah, Magic Mary has to do that. And she's at Find Lesko, Lesko, help, Let's Go Help at gmail.com. Okay, so it's important you contact. If you don't hear within the date, you hit them up again. And by the way, people who are just tuning in, our deadline is tonight at midnight for you could join our community of 15,000 people that help each other get government grants. You see here Megan helping you about how to get grants. These are members that help members. And there's 15,000 people, and that's why it's a loving community, I call it, because we're here to help each other. I mean, that's what love is helping other people. If you're not helping other people, you're not loving. And what motivates us to love, what should anyway, is because it feels so good. That's why I'm going to do this till I die. Because it feels so good. If I know something that could help somebody else improve their life, even if it's just a smitten, I should have nothing better to do when I wake up in the morning. And that's very important. So that's what the members feel too. They're here to learn and to help other people as much as they can. There's too much. I mean, we're all human. We all know it's a pain in the ass to live. And we're going to get beat up. And that's being human. But the way to get through it is to have people who understand and help and whatever as much as they can. We can't certainly solve every problem you have, but we could try. And a lot of times just knowing that you're not alone trying to do this is really enough to help you get through. Because if you're alone doing this, you know, your mind plays silly games on you. You know, so that's why I'm trying to get it. If you're not a member yet and you need this help, the grants are there whether you know us or not. And if you want to get help, a lot of places to start. I think one of the best places to start is findhelp.org. That's not ours. It's something that our community is set up. Now, the world where you live in Washington, I mean, in America, this is all set up. That's why the government here in America here's how much the government gives away every year, okay? This amount is our economy. This amount is the economy that gives you money for free. This amount, which is 60, that's 40, this is 60. 60% is Google, that's capitalism. They want money to solve your problems. 40% is the community, and the community doesn't ask for money to solve your problems. They give you money to solve your problems, see? And you don't know about these. So that's what we do, is to teach you how to use this part of America. Everybody knows how to use this part of America. You go to Google, put in what you need, and you get 200 million people that want to help you if you have money. Here, you don't know where to go because they don't advertise, but everyone here wants to give you money to solve your problem. So that's my mission for the rest of my life, and the people that are members, I feel the same way. This is really people helping people. Mary Fox, let me start a business with grants. Your ass. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a choice but to love because hate ain't great. And the devil smiles when you have hate in your heart. You bet. I can't even give out free lunch in school. They can't even, you know where the money is going now. We know where the money is going now. Yeah, you have the beat on it. A lot of these programs are still there, but Trump's going to make you believe that they're not there so you don't apply. They're there. They're giving out this money. It may be a hiccup for a while. I mean, it's crazy town. But don't just ignore it and go on trying to find help that you need. You need the help, and until you get it, you're going to have more roadblocks, that's all, that you normally won't have. Because what he's doing is firing people that help you get the money. The money's still there. He's firing people to help you get it so you don't apply. So he's making it harder to apply for the money that you deserve. Now, do you think Elon Musk has any roadblocks? Elon Musk gets $8 million a day of government money. $800 million a day. So if you're looking for, $10,000 to start your business, man, it's out there. You just have to, it's not where you think it is. That's the problem. So you have to know where it is and how to find it. And that's what we do, is step by step, learning about that process. If you want to start a business, one of the best places to start is Americas, AMERICAS, SBDC.org. You call them, they're in every county, make an appointment make an appointment with them about starting up your business, okay? And that's important. Sorry to keep asking, but does the IRS debt or an existing PPP business loan excludes someone from government. No, nothing excludes. I mean, there's 600,000 to 800,000 grants. I mean, maybe it will somewhere, but no, don't get all that out of your head. Every grant has a different requirement. So it may help. See, what happens is you'll think of something like that and you'll apply for a grant. They say, oh no, you owe taxes, you can't do that. But that's only for that. Most of them won't even ask you any of those questions. So don't worry about it. And there's always going to be a reason. To me, those reasons are just to give you an excuse. You don't have to work anymore to find it. And if you're lazy like me, you grab on those things, because it's crazy. I've been living in the USA for 30 years, and only once I received help mortgage after 100 documents provided. Now I need help, and I've been calling and applying, and I haven't been approved. I applied in my county because my city doesn't have funds. Okay, but there's more. There's nonprofit organizations. There's 79 organizations I think I sent you. Do you know of any charities process that really willing to donate without complicate? You don't worry about complications. You worry about getting the money. There's going to be some kind of complications for everything. And if you want the perfect grant, you have to find a grant. Some are perfect, some are not. I wouldn't worry about that, because otherwise you're on the street, right? So that's the important thing. Geraldine, check with your state homelessness prevention department. Good. And also, Gerald, didn't I send you there are 79 organizations, that all help with mortgage. But now here's another thing. If the mortgage people don't help you, you go back to find help, and you put in emergency funding, right? Emergency financial, FIA. Okay, here's 517 emergency financial. So mortgage, that's also an emergency, but you're looking for, what I gave you is organizations that handle people with mortgage problems. But here are 500 organizations that handle for any kind of money problem. Emergency. It's more expensive to rehouse than it is to keep you in your home. Right. Geraldine, check with the state's homelessness and prevention. Right. Okay. Okay, so there's 500 organizations that give out emergency help. I know you would want it easy, but if you're looking for that, just look for help. And that's why when you call people, don't say, hey, do you have money that's easy? No, you're going to cut yourself off of something. You're willing to work a little hard at it. The harder part is finding the people who do this. They're out there. It's just going to take more digging than you probably ever thought. And that's the important thing. And that's, of course, no, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I understand, Joe, that I get that way, too. I get pissy, and I come home and kick the dog. I don't even have a dog, but yeah. But here, what we're trying to do is help people learn the system. So you could take advantage of the help that's out there. And Trump is putting roadblocks, but the stuff is still there. We still live in a country where 40% of their country wants to help you, 40% of the country wants to give you free money, 40% of the country wants to show you love, and that we are kind, and we do want to help each other. Right now, there's a lot in government that don't want to show you that, or they want to get rid of it, or I don't know what the hell they're doing. But you almost just have to see it as a roadblock, and there's a detour. Okay, so you got to figure a way around the detour to get what you need in life. And that's what life is about, no matter what you want to do. That's important that you know, and it's important to know the detours, because if you don't know the detours, then you go home without solving your problem. You can't do that, and that's why we have the community at Let's Go Help. And if you want to join our community, it's for $1. This ends tonight. That's why I have this sign here all the time. Our program ends tonight. This is a trial. For $1, you get 5 days of unlimited help to apply to every program. 5 days of unlimited help to apply to every program, okay? So that's important that you know that, because you won't see this anywhere else. I mean, you go to Google, they're going to charge you thousands of dollars to get money from you somehow. And by the way, if you have debt from the IRS, go to this website. You want to go to Taxpayer Advocate to get out of that debt. They have programs to help you get out of debt. You have to, like one of our members, she only had to pay 10% of what she owed. So there's programs like that. Go to the IRS, don't go to Google and try to get out of debt. There are people that will, accountants and lawyers, and say they'll get you forgiven. And they're just using the same program you could use for free. And they'll take part of the money, because that's how they have to get paid in order to pay Google to find you. So you don't want to pay them money when you don't have to, okay? So that's important, Taxpayer Advocate. And now you're going to have to stay on the phone longer because, again, what Trump has done is cut the workforce so they can't help you with the free money. So you just have to hang in there. I mean, don't forget. I mean, even if it was an hour on the phone, 2 hours on the phone, what'd you do the last 2 hours? Nothing. I can't think of what the hell I did the last 2 hours. Or even the last 2 days, the last 3 days. All I know is I'm in the same situation as I was a week ago. You know, so if I stayed on the phone for a week, I would have got something, and so that's why it's options. What do you have options to do? I tried to join, but you sent a text saying I didn't finish. You're here, Robert. You said you tried to join. You're here. I don't know what that is. If you're worried about your membership, contact Magic Mary at lescohelp@gmail.com. Okay, and yeah, but if you're here, you could apply for everything. Look at the grants on the left-hand side, unless it's $1. If you join for $1, that's what we have going now until midnight tonight, where you could join us for $1, $1. Okay, and you can. But when you pay $20 a month, you could apply to our 4 grants that we have every month. Okay, also, most charity fiscal year ends June 30, so July will be a fiscal year, there'll be more funds. And the government's the same way. They get more money in November. I joined both. Oh, you joined the $20 and $1. Well, thank you very much. Be sure you cancel the $1 so you don't get paid, charged $20 again, okay? But that's important. And it's important to look at, on the left-hand side, we have something called Unlock My Goals. Unlock My Goals. Okay, and that's what you do there. You see step by step for buying a house, starting a business, getting out of debt, starting a nonprofit, getting free healthcare. I'm just going to ask ChatGPT how to file and get free government money. Sorry, everyone else. Okay, Waxy, if you want to do that, here's what to do on ChatGPT. The way to find the real programs and government money. You say, give me a listing of 50 programs in whatever city you live in Mobile, Alabama. Programs from government offices and nonprofit organizations. Rosie O'Donnell looking rough. I don't know where. So give me a listing of 50 programs from government offices and nonprofit organizations that help me pay living expenses, or that help me provide money and help to start a business. But you have to say that nonprofit organizations and government offices, because otherwise you get the sharks in there. And no, I think ChatGPT is good, and it never go to, if you want to search, never go to Google, because all you get is people want to sell you something. So they're not in ChatGPT yet. My worry is they will be soon, because once everybody starts using that, somebody's going to smell money there and they want to help you and get paid. Should we only apply to 1 grant? No, Ryan, you apply to 100. What's the worst that could happen? 100 say yes. That is a nice problem. right? So that's a nice problem to have. You'll have to give them money back or whatever the restrictions have on it. You worry about that. That's going to be a wonderful problem to have. So I would not worry about it. Okay, pay living expenses and beg their nonprofit organizations that help me pay the bills. Great, I'll get poor people to do the fraud for me. Well, you're an idiot, that's all. You do what you want. David Lynch's liberal arts. I thought David Lynch was dead. Oh, I sort of have a hairdo like him. But if you're not a member, there, for $1, you get 5 days of free help, unlimited free one-on-one help to apply to every grant, okay? And that's what's available till midnight tonight, deadline, midnight tonight. So if you want to get help from us, we have 15,000 members that help each other get grants, okay? On there talking about money. I got a turtleneck, wore out, looked like Jim Sick from 19, don't know what that means. All the grants I found are for groups, yep, well, it depends on where you're looking. There's 600,000 to 800,000 grants for individuals. So that's almost, more than 500,000 grants. So where you're looking is obviously the wrong place, right? If you don't find them. If you want to find them and you don't want to join us, go here, go to this website and take a look. Go to find, F-I-N-D, and then help, H-E-L-P, .org, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and you'll see right in your zip code, there'll be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 grants right where you live. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? So there's a hell of a lot more of that there. And that's what's important, 1 grant at a time. And then people don't know, where do I find taxpayer help on IRS website? Okay, if you want to help pay, filling out your taxes, you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in tax. And you'll see maybe 20, 30 organizations that help you with a tax problem. The other place in the IRS is if you have problems with the IRS, like you can't pay the bill, things like that, you go to irs.gov and then put in taxpayer-advocate, irs.gov, taxpayer-advocate. And if you want local help to fill out your taxes from the IRS, they do that, and they have it at their offices or in a website and things like that. Let me give you let me give you the link that will tell you about that local help. Okay. Taxpayer local help. Yeah, contact your local IRS office. Okay, here's what that is. Okay, here's the link. You put irs.gov. Okay, then you put in contact your local IRS office, and you can make an appointment. So it's like an accountant, but these are people not going to, are not going to charge you. And these are people who wrote the laws. So why go to somebody who's going to charge you money to understand the law for you when you could call somebody and make an appointment, the people who wrote the laws? Now that's crazy. These other people charge hundreds or thousands of dollars. But the people at the IRS will do the same thing for free. Sure, you're going to have to wait in line. And tell you the truth, you probably have to wait in line anywhere else too. But you want to save $300, $400, $500? Man, and get it for sure. See, people on the internet are just trying to, they're not the real answer. Like anything I say about the government, I mean, it's just my interpretation of what I read. The real answer is from the people giving you the money. Everybody else is just a maybe, and a lot of them have other motives in mind, and most of the motive is to get your money. That's what you're trying to do, okay? Should we only apply to one guy? No, okay. Florence, please repost the link for IRS. Okay, here's the link for your office, find your local office at the IRS to make an appointment, okay? and do it. Don't forget, these people are your neighbors. They're not some boogeyman living in Washington or something. No, they're people. They have great jobs. They give money out to people. Wouldn't you love to have a job like that? Man, who else would do it? You're like that TV show back in the 50s, The Millionaire or something like that. Wow. So you could do that, okay? Okay, here's the other one. And here's if you have problems with the IRS. You can't pay your bill, you can't, they're giving you the runaround, you don't understand what the thing says. That's called the taxpayer advocate. Okay, now both of these offices, Trump is trying to fire people in the offices so they don't help you, which is just crazy. And that's why, see, the government is there for people who don't have money. You know, what are we going to do? Don't you want to live in a country where we help each other who can't afford things or get by in life? I do. I think that's a nicer place to live instead of dog eat dog. I don't like dog. I like puppies and dogs, but I don't like eating dogs. Yeah. And so that's what it encourages to me. And showing love is the way you as a person grow. I mean, I think that's the most important thing. And government doesn't want you to know you should. I believe Mr. Lesko could do much better saying government doesn't. I don't know if they wanted to. Well, yes, I mean, the government isn't that way. It's just that the current leadership is that way. They don't want anybody. A lot of people go into government work so they can help people. This is a wonderful thing to do, is to help people, help your community grow better, help people solve problems, you know, with clean water and clean air and the things that are killing us, you know, and to get through things in life, because we all have adversity that happens. So it's nice to live in a community where people, you know, we have a firemen, right, that come out and put out your house on fire. Well, what about your bank account's on fire? We have firemen for that too, you know. Not everyone wants to grow up and look fat and red. We need a dictator. I'm tired of free speech. Well, there's a lot of countries that do that. Trump needs to be fired and prison. Well, he's a convicted felon, so I don't know what more we could do. He's been around for over 25 years. I've been here 50 helping people. Oh, me? Yeah, actually, I've been doing it 50 years. The government doesn't do well in regulating our food, right? All these kinds of things to help our community. Otherwise, we're going to go off the cliff, right? And so it seems like now we're going off the cliff, but the rich people don't have to worry about it. They're up in the castle, and they won't be going off the cliff as the rest of society does. But, you know, that's politics, and I want people to know about the programs that are there. And now with the current politics, you have to work a little harder in getting over the hurdles that they're trying to put in front of you so they could get rid of the programs and give more money to the rich. Yeah, and that seems crazy. Your coaching reminds us so well of what matters, and we attempt to navigate the world. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Well, it's hard to figure out in life what's right. And I think that's why we don't know, and it's different for all of us. And I think the important thing to do is, you know, it's right if you're helping somebody else, okay? And that, you know, that's a right thing. That has to be. Every religion, I would think, does that. And just like when we went to war, the Iraq War in the beginning of the 1990s, I did a little pamphlet on going to war. And every religion does not approve going to war. I mean, Christianity didn't start that way, but then they made a way to think it's okay. Constantine, he put a bunch of smart people in a room and said, figure out how I can go to war. And then he came up with like a just war, so the war that is just, which, you know, is complicated. But that's it, Jelly. My husband is here. Can you say hi? Ronaldo, ¿cómo está? Italian or something, or Spanish. He is one of your fanatics. We're all fanatics, aren't we? We all want to live. We all want to do something important. We all want to give people. We all want to love. We want, and see, I think there's two ways to love. You love with your personal love, and you love with your talent. We all have talent that we could give to the rest of us living here. Your coaching reminds me well that matters. Living in this country is loving, is taking what you can do well to help somebody else and maybe get paid for it, right? So that's a way to do that too, is to love. And that's why if you're doing things from love, that's why we're hearts now more than question marks, see? It used to be question marks, now it's more hearts, because I say if your heart's not in it, you know, the relationship is not good, your job is not good, but if your heart's in it, man, you'll work like hell and love it. You know, and that's what, the same thing with a relationship. That's why, oh, he's rich, he's this, he's that, or whatever. But the first time he picks his nose at dinner, you're out of there, right? and that's not fun. So that's why if you're there for love, and we all have bad parts to us. So you put up with those bad parts if you have love, but you won't if there's no love. I have a lovely bunch of coconuts. There's a couple of good jokes in there. Yes, sir, but Trump won. Yeah, that's right, he won, gotta live with it. Trump, imagine pushing 90 and throwing away a little dignity you have left just so past poor attempt at going viral. Yeah, is that me you're talking about? I don't know. Yeah, I'm pushing, I'm 82. How many pairs of glasses? Yeah, but I don't know, 7, 8, 9, something like that. You're lost if you voted for Trump. I have a lovely bunch of but it is, gosh, I mean, life is fun if you make it. A lot of people out there are trying to make it not fun. You have to ignore that and have fun yourself. I mean, that's what I feel. I dress like this because I throw my own party every day. I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing. I'm going to have fun today, even if you're going to try to make my life miserable. I'm going to work at having fun. You don't control my brain. In what city do you live in? Generally, I'm in Washington, D.C., right downtown. So I go past the White House every day. Now, I usually walk about 6 miles a day, but I can't run anymore. I ran for about 40 years, something like that. And let's see, I'm 80, so I ran just a couple of years ago. So I'm to 80, and I started 20. God, yeah, that's 40 years. No, that's 60 years, isn't it? Wow. But I can't run anymore. I fall, I trip. My mind doesn't keep it up. My bones and muscles are great. But it's my mind, and so I walk, but walk 6 miles takes a half a day. So I go to the gym and do the cycles and stuff like that, and that's fun. And I'm listening to a book now, Moral Ambition. Like that, you should have an ambition. You have to feed yourself. I love your outfit. Just trying to have fun, and trying to. I think the way to solve problems is to do things differently. We're doing the same thing. We're all in a mess, so you have to do things differently. And so, to me, by dressing differently, you don't fit in. I've been thrown out of so many places, really professionally, because I show up in my question mark suit or something. No, I can't have that. And I was going to talk about people about personal finance. No, I can't have a clown talking about what to do with your money. So I lost millions of dollars on home shopping, but it was something in me I just wanted to do. Now I believe your heart is smarter than your brain. You got to listen to your heart, because we rely on our brain. The brain's important, so you have to make sure you're not falling off a cliff or something like that. But it's your heart that is your real engine. And if your heart, yes, my grandparents came over to work in the coal mines in Pennsylvania. Both sides of my family, both mother and father's parents came over. I worked in the Pennsylvania coal mines. My dad had a little business with a partner, put me to college, and now I'm making a fool out of myself in the nation. Political talk I hate unless it's paying everyone. That's not love. We still have a life, happy Memorial Day, Navy man. Oh, yeah, Navy, man. Oh, 3 years, 2 months, 9 days in the Navy. I never had more responsibility again for the rest of my life. Man, as a kid, 22 years old, they trained me how to drive a ship in the South China Seas, and I had no idea where the hell I was. Czechoslovakia, Slovak. That's where we came from. Where about you, Geraldine? Where do you come from? Where? Oh, come on, members. Anybody have questions? What do you have questions? Absa, I love all the parts of black glasses. Do you have love? Do you have in love with the way you match your glasses? Hey, no, that takes work every day. You're a great inspiration to young people. Well, that's nice. Thank you. And you are Epsi. Nice. Gift. Well, I think we have a lot of people in town like that. Love your dedication, style, happy. Well, thank you, McMahon. Well, remember, if you're interested in joining us, letsgodollar.com, okay? And that's, you get unlimited free one-on-one help. Okay, the outfit is ugly. Yeah, it is to a lot of people. My hair is pissed. Can I get a government to fund, I don't know what CASAC. Yes, if that's a job qualification, yes, go to careeronestop.org, and they give out lots of grants for helping you get better jobs and certified and things like that. There's lots of money around for that in every city and state. So you start by going to careeronestop.org, put in your zip code, and you make an appointment with a counselor there. Then also, if they don't help you for some reason, then go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in job training, and you'll see 400 or 500 programs, as many as, maybe there's only 100 or two, but a whole bunch of programs that will train you for free to skills that will give you more money. That's what you need in this life, is skills to get more money. You don't need a degree anymore. You're the best piece of advice for Tony. Oh, thank you, Tequila. I need a grant for a small business. I love your guy. Okay. Grant for a small business. Oh, by the way, letsgodollar.com is where you could sign up for Let's Go Help for $1 for 5 days. So you sign up for $1 5 days, then right away you could even probably have time before I hang up here to join here and get one-on-one help. But the rest of the day, we have 3, 4, 5 hours of people every day that are live that you can ask questions to about how to get government help. And that's what it's all about. And we have a database loaded. There's, like I say, unlock your goals. That section on the left-hand side will help you with all the major problems in life. And it takes you step by step, all the phone numbers to call, what you have to do and everything to get out of debt, to start a business, to buy a home, to get health care, to get start a nonprofit. All those subjects are there step by step on how to solve those problems, okay? And that's important. And here you could get all this for $1 for 5 days. And so from the day you click the $1 thing, you'll get an email right away and immediate access to all this stuff that's going on. And so today we probably have 3, 4 more hours of people that will be live to answer your questions. Love the glasses, good. Come over from where? Wow. Oh, my father was a man of World War II, and we grew up in New Jersey. I'm from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, not far from you, James. We've been living here for 30 years, and I have 2 daughters. Oh, nice, Geraldine. But where are you from, Geraldine, did you say? Ruby, people need to mind their manners. Yeah, I need to get started right away for home repairs for seniors and healthcare. Florence, healthcare, over on the left-hand side. Get over there and you see a healthcare. I mean, there's so much free healthcare. You should not be paying for this if you're, and there's so many programs. Okay, now the other thing for home repair, what's your zip code, Florence? Okay. Your zip code, Florence. I'm from Venezuela. Sounds like cool. I made Navy boat with AI this week. Oh, neat. But I don't know where to send it to. Okay, so Florence is at 07108. Okay, hold on, Florence. We'll be there for you. And see, I do this selfishly because it feels so good, man. If I could help Florence with anything, even if it's just a maybe, and to make your day a little bit brighter, I think all of us have nothing better to do than to take somebody else and try to make their day a little bit brighter. So whether it's making them smile or pointing them to somewhere, that's what the members feel like. So they learn how to do this, so they help other people do this. Home repair. Okay. Okay, wow, okay. Florence, you're gonna be shocked. I'm not sure, I forget where that is. Where the heck is that? Oh, New Jersey, okay. Where you live in New Jersey, Florence, there is 192 programs for home repair. Okay, obviously they're not all for you, but they all help with home repair. So what you have to do is start calling. You find out the ones that may be for you, okay, and you apply there. You don't go to Google and find a whole bunch of things and apply like a shotgun. No, you're gonna waste time if you don't do that. Can you check this out and give me your opinion? It's a .com, so right away, Geraldine, let me see. Access to your home. Well, that's somebody selling you money. You know, I'd stay away from that. I mean, if you don't have an option or whatever, Geraldine, but don't do that, okay? If you need money for something like that, okay, you want to go here, look on the left-hand side about unlock your goals for money, or go here, HUD.gov/counseling, COUNSELING. Okay, HUD.gov/counseling. Remember, that's a .gov. They're going to get money off of you. That's what they do. So they're selling you money. You want to get it free if you can, or other ways to do it that don't cost you money. So if you make an appointment with a HUD counselor. Now another thing, go to findhelp.org, and you put financial counseling in there. What's your zip code, Geraldine? Did I get that already? Okay, Geraldine, 33027. Okay, so now we're going to go with help Geraldine. Her zip code is 33027. Okay. And financial counseling. Okay, wow. 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 Okay, so I guess you're in Florida somewhere, right? Okay, 709. Okay. 709 nonprofit organizations that help you with financial problems. Never going to charge you a nickel. That's why you start looking around in here. Now, I'm not going to email you anything. I'm not set up to do that, Geraldine. Here's the link. You have to go to that link and start talking to people. You're going to talk to these people that you showed me. They're going to tell you everything that's going to get them money, because that's what they're there for. If they don't get money from you, they don't get paid. I'm giving you people that get paid whether they do nothing for you or whether they solve your problems. Yeah? So that's who you want to talk to. And everyone you talk to, they say they can't help you. Ask them for advice, because they help people in financial problems. They're free. They spend their life helping people like you with financial problems. So you want to know what their suggestion is. The people making money, they make money only. They don't help people for nothing. So that's why it's just the wrong. I mean, they're good if you have money, but if you don't have money, you can't waste your time, please. And if you want to join us, anybody watching now, Here it is, lesgodollar.com. It's an offer for $1. You get 5 days of unlimited help for any financial problem. I show you what organizations are available in our country that will solve any problem, whatever you want to do in life. Get rid of your debt, or get out of debt, or buy a house, or get health care, legal help, get a better job, start a business, all these things. There are, the government helps you with all those things, but they don't advertise, so you can't find them. So that's what Let's Go Help is. And you can join us for $1 for 5 days to get unlimited help just for 5 days. And then we charge you $20 a month, okay? And we also give our own grants, about $50,000 to $70,000 every month we give in grants to people. So, but you can't apply to that unless you're a full-page member, okay? And that's important. And can you check the website and give me, okay, all right. Yeah, they're selling money. None of the websites I give you sell you anything. They give you money and free help. Please use the free help. Please, whether you use us or not, it's there for you. Why the government does it? Because they can't get money to advertise. I mean, just think if somebody said, well, in Congress, that the laws come from Congress, and they say, well, let's give $2 billion away to people. And then, oh yeah, give me an extra $1 billion to advertise for giving away the $2 billion. What? I got to give you money to learn how to give away money? That's true, but that's tough in a democracy to get the Congress to do that. So you have to do it. And that's why only the fat cats learn about this. This is why Elon Musk gets $8 million every day of government money, and the rest of us are sitting here twiddling our thumbs and getting worse and worse off. We have more poor people in this country as a percentage of population than any other developed country in the world. Wages have not gone up in this country in the last 40 or 50 years. So if you're 90% of the bottom part of this country, you're losing, and have been losing for 40 or 50 years. And that's why I think the new tax bill wants to make you lose even more. They're going to take away grants and give it to those people who don't even need it. But that's a PSA. Why government done advertising that? Okay, guys. Well, thank you for putting up with me. I feel very fortunate to have this to do in my life, and to feel that it can maybe help somebody. And I'll do this till I die. So I only have about 10 more years. So don't wait too long, okay? I'll be here, though. Oh, pay bills, Sandra? Yeah, over on the left-hand side, we have Unlock My Goals. Go over there and click on the one for paying your bills and debt, okay? And you have to follow those things, okay? 25 years. I've been doing this 50 years. I'm so broke right now. Help pay property. Okay, Robert, there are programs to help you pay property taxes. So check with the people in your who collect your property taxes. Call them up and ask them about programs you can't pay. And then if that doesn't work, what's your zip code? Robert, what's your zip code? Robert, okay. 23601. So you wanted to call that what did I tell you? Oh yeah, the people who want to collect your property taxes. They're very likely to have programs that will help you that not pay. Remember, the government is like this. The government is not like the bank. Once you make a commitment, man, you got to pay them money back no matter what. No, the government has flexibility because it's a community. They're not there just to make money and to have their owners buy yachts. No. Okay, okay, I see 7 organizations that specialize in that. Okay, so here they are. That's fine. And find help. I found that. Okay. Okay, Rocky, okay, you don't need the zip code. You're right there to find help with paying your bills and starting a small business, okay? And you do that, look on the left-hand side of this website you're on, and you see a tab there called Unlock My Goals. That's what you want to do. You want to unlock your goals with that tab. And we have a tab there that says Pay Your Bills, and another tab that says Start a Business. And that will take you through the process, who to contact. And then come back and ask questions when you need more. We have a question corner that you could drop in the question and get an answer, or show up at one of the workshops that we have, like I say, 3-4 hours every day. We have workshops that you could peek in on Zoom calls and ask your questions, okay? And all this for $20, that's all. But if you're a dollar guy, yeah, that's still there. If you're a dollar person only, then you just can't apply to our grants. So if you want to be part of our community, letsgodollar.com, letsgodollar.com, and it's $1 for 5 days, unlimited one-on-one help to apply to every grant you're eligible for, okay? Who's taking the Renner's advice? Oh, I guess you won't be, that's okay.